Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Consider approval of the minutes for the April 11th, 2023 Planning and Zone Commission meeting and take any next action as necessary. I hear a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Go to item number 3. Item number 3 is RP 2023-04. Discuss and consider a request from James Allred representing ACH Construction and Properties LLC for the approval of a replat of lots 18 and 19 Bandera Estate, Phase 1 addition, being a 0.29 acre parcel of land situated in the Berry Merchant Survey, abstract number 358, Titus County, Texas, and being all of lots 18 and 19 Bandera Estate, Phase 1, as recorded in file number 2019 2353, Public Records, Titus County, Texas. Bearings are based on NAD 83 2011, Texas North Central 4202, as observed by GPS. Area and distances shown herein are a grid. Mount Pleasant, Texas is addressed as 1617 and 1621 East 8th Street, and take any action necessary.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the commission. The plat that you have before you tonight is it's a replat. As you can see, it's the two lots that are sitting here, lot 18 and lot 19 in Bandera in Phase 1. This is coming before you tonight for the simple fact that it has a dedication of a 15-foot utility easement that's going to come along the front of the property. Otherwise, technically, this would be a minor plat and would generally be approved through staff. But in this case, since we have that, this is before you. The plat has already had the corrections done to this as far as any markups that staff had, and it does meet the requirements for the subdivision regulations, and staff does recommend approval of the plat. I'm available for any questions that you may have.
Anybody got any questions? Okay. Any questions? Okay, do I hear a motion to consider the approval of the replat?
I'll make a motion to consider the approval.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, go to item number 4. Okay, item number 4, Z-2023-03. Hold a public hearing to discuss and consider a request from Jason Bell, applicant owner, for the approval of zoning change from FD Future Development District and GR General Retail District to C Commercial District, and amending the future land use plan map of the Mount Pleasant 2050 Comprehensive Plan for the 6.978 acre tract of land located in the Henry W. Jones Survey, abstract number 307, Titus County, Texas, and in the city of Mount Pleasant, and being all the remainder of a called 0.9 acre tract, first tract, and all the remainder of a 2.9 acre tract, second tract, conveyed to H.E. Span and wife Ellen Span in a deed found in volume 211, page 503 of the deed of records of Titus County, Texas, and part of the remainder of the called 6 and 3/10 acre tract conveyed to H.E. Span and wife Ellen Span in a deed in volume 154, page 530 of the deed records of Titus County, Texas. City of Mount Pleasant, Texas, generally located at the northwest corner of intersection of East Ferguson Road, Texas 49, and Choctaw, Street and take any action necessary.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as you can see, the property is located on the northwest corner of, you got Ferguson here and then Choctaw Street here. And you got two properties that we're looking at. One is zoned general retail here, and this one's zoned future development. And if I can just go to the zoning map, I can show you that a little more clearly. This right here is just a boundary survey indicating the property as it sets right now. And what they plan on doing with this. This area right here is going to be for the office use that they're looking to put on this. It's a 2-story office building, nice facility that they're preparing. And over here will be a lay-down yard or an outside storage is what we would call that for the other. If we go to, this is a better conceptual drawing of the site plan of how they have that laid out with the office building, parking, and also for the other storage facility and lay down area. Access, you can see where they have additional access off of Choctaw Street and of course off of East Ferguson Road here for your primary access. And once again, when we take a look at this, the applicant is a current business owner here locally, and they're looking to expand their business obviously onto this site. It's a larger site for them. And when we take a look at the zoning, obviously, when we look at this, we have to take a look, see what is around the area. And with this being future development, obviously that is a holdover zone for zoning, which that's what they're coming in now. When we take a look at the north of the property is a 107-acre tract of vacant land. You have apartments that are located over here as well on the north side. South of here is general retail. Along this corridor, you do have some existing businesses. You have churches, you have multifamily, you have mobile homes, a series of uses all along this corridor here. So you have a mix of uses and a mix of uses, obviously, when you're looking to upzone this particular lot, you're looking for a transition of uses. And so that is essentially what this area is showing you, is a transition of uses. And that's one thing that is should be considered whenever you do take a look at the zoning. The future land use plan, however, since we are looking at zoning and the zoning is being changed, we have to take a look at the future land use plan. What does the future land use plan look for in on this particular tract? And is it consistent with what the applicant is requesting? And I think some of the things you need to take a look at on this particular one is the consistencies with what he's requesting versus what the future land use plan actually has. If we take a look at the future land use plan, this is showing that 107-acre tract on the future land use plan, once again, is showing this to be what the city would like for it to be, would be residential in nature. What the city would like also, when we take a look at that down here, they show this to be residential also. But if we go back to the actual zoning that's in place, we actually have general retail here along that area that shows to be single family, or what is proposed to be single family. So zoning in this case is going to supersede what the future land use plan says. And because you have existing businesses that are located here and here, so that's really technically not consistent with this. Now, would they like to see this as residential in the future? Maybe as these businesses maybe go away. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. But the thing is that what they have, what's listed here on this track, as I showed you earlier, this right here is zoned for general retail use already. And what the future land use plan indicates that to be is compact residential. And if you recall what compact residential really is about having like small lot residential properties there, you know, townhomes, patio homes, that sort of thing. With that being zoned already general retail, that's really not consistent with a compact residential, future land use designation. And this, the larger piece of this tract also from the future land use plan, showing that as compact residential, once again, this is where, this is where you have to take a look at this and see, is what the applicant requesting, does that make sense with what is happening here with the future land use plan? The one thing I do want to point out as well, when you take a look at this may be residential over here. On the zoning, you do have a mix of uses here. This being a commercial piece is at the edge of the city limits. This is the unincorporated area, and to have a commercial node is what I would say, call that, a commercial node, and that's really just an activity, it's kind of an activity center. This meets the transition for this. And when you take a look at East Ferguson on the zoning, you have general retail that runs up East Ferguson all the way to Jefferson, and then this is future land use plan, but it's general retail all the way here to East Jefferson. And then when you get here to 271, then you do have commercial on the zoning map. So you do have general retail that is stretched all the way East Ferguson. So that's the task for the Planning and Zoning Commission. Take a look at that from a technical standpoint. Does the commercial make sense here? And what the applicant is requesting as far as use, they're looking at a commercial building here, a office building, and a laydown yard here. Commercial on this tract does not, when you take a look at the future land use plan, does not align with compact residential, obviously. What it would align with would be commercial retail, which that's what this is referred to as, commercial retail, for a general retail sense and commercial. So if you do decide to move forward and make a recommendation of approval, then the future land use plan map can be changed to designate that as commercial retail for the designation, and that would be a commercial zoning for that property. If you decide to move forward with that, once again, with this being a zoning case, we did send out notices to all the property owners within 200 feet of this area, and with that, we have not received any notices that are either in opposition or are in favor of. So we have 0 notices that came in for this particular property, and also with that, the city council. This is a discretionary decision for city council, pending a recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission. With that, I have Mr. Chris Basham, who is here this evening. He is representing the property owner here, and he's available to answer any questions that you have concerning the operation and their request to move forward with the commercial zoning for the property. With that, I'm available for any questions as well.
Anybody got any questions?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. you wanna speak?
If you would open the public hearing, then that way.
Open public hearing, I guess.
Okay. Okay, Chris Basham, Chief Operation Officer of Design Build Consortium. We're a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. We're headquartered in San Antonio. The second office is here in Mount Pleasant, which is me. We are a consortium of service-disabled, veteran-owned firms, both in the design industry and the construction. We team together service-disabled firms from all over the United States. We work all over the United States, doing design projects, planning projects, construction projects, and maintenance projects, primarily for VA hospitals and VA clinics around the U.S. I've been working here for 20 years on odds and end projects for the county. I don't think I've ever done anything for the city. I did some many years ago, expansion of the Chamber of Commerce. Our firm was hired by Jason to be the planner and the designer, and potentially the constructor. We're still trying to decide if he wants to do it design build, or we'll do the drawings and then he'll build it another way. We'll support him each way he wants to go, though. So we put this package together. I do appreciate y'all looking at this. I do agree with Mr. Naramore. This will be a good project, and they will do a good job on it. And it is, as I was telling David before, there is no commercial zoning on that side of town along 49. So this will be an opportunity to add that there also. And it does align with the general retail and the commercial retail that's in that area as it is now. So if you got any questions, I can answer them. As soon as we get this zoning approval, we'll be moving pretty fast with the site plan and everything else. So come forward on that.
Anybody got any questions? Okay, thank you. All right, we'll close the public hearing. Do I hear a motion to approve the zoning change?
Yeah, I make a motion to approve this change.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, we're going to number 5, Planning Director's Report.
All right, thank you. I don't have anything to report, but I certainly can answer any questions that you may have.
No question? All right, we'll move to number 6. We'll do the adjournment. Here, motion to adjourn, we'll adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.